In early August, we decided to explore a little more of Lithuania and take a short trip to the Neris Regional Park, more specifically, the village of Grabijolai. It was recommended by a friend who said it was a beautiful tiny village with a pleasant walking trail. And so on one warm August day, we got in the car and drove out there. What was not mentioned by our friend was that a portion of the route would be unpaved. Yep, after getting off the highway and connecting on some smaller roads, we eventually hit unpaved dirt roads. This wasn't great with our tiny car, but the real issue that we discovered was that our infant son is really not a fan. Pretty much right away, the crying started, no matter how fast or how slow my wife was driving. And so we suffered through it and eventually got to our destination of Grabijolai. And so what we encountered was quaint, small, and pleasant. Our son was happy to be out of the car and in his carrier, and it was a short, beautiful stroll through this tiny little ethnographic village. With a light breeze on this warm day, the village was dead quiet and you could smell all the apples hanging off the apple trees ready to be plucked. Along our little walk, a resident of the town pointed to her bowl of apples she left at the edge of her property for visitors to take. We weren't going to take any, but she insisted, and so we walked off with just 2 apples as we continued our stroll towards the Neris River. The riverfront area of Grabijolai has a little gazebo structure, and that was about that for the village. We discussed whether we want to actually go on the hiking trail, and with our son getting irritable, we decided to just sit down near our car and feed him. On the walk back to the car, that same lady that offered us the apples said hello to us again as she continued to clean up her yard. Saying hello to our son, she told us to wait while she got a bag to give us more of her apples, even though we didn't ask for them. So yeah, feeling too awkward to refuse, we ended up taking 2 or 3 kilograms of apples home. Oh, that reminds me, I need to eat some of these apples before they go bad. And well, that was about it for our trip to Grabijolai. As soon as we got in the car and started moving on the unpaved road, our son started crying again and could not stop for pretty much the entire 40-minute ride back to Vilnius, even after we returned to smoother surfaces. It was tough on our son, it was tough on my ears while I sat next to him to try and soothe him, and it was tough for my wife as she was trying to drive and concentrate on the road. So, well, lesson learned. For the time being, paved roads only while visiting places with our infant. Grabijolai was cute, and we can confirm that at least one of the residents is super nice. So, have you or would you ever check this place out? And are there any places like this that you would recommend exploring? Let me know in the comment section. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.